I'll be perfectly honest. Don't spoil anything. I was about to... Fuck off! I was hoping the trailer was coming later. Not right now. The timing is so bad. Right, guys, we're gonna watch the trailer. I'm watching the trailer with y'all right now. Not intended. Not supposed to happen like this, but it's happening like right now. It's happening right now. Wait, here we go. Hopefully this scene works, because apparently the other scene didn't work. And everything just blew up in my face here. Right. Just a second. Can't watch this. Please tell me that it's at least working. Bless you. Oh, fucking, there we go. Pause. And let's get that real quick. Alright. Download. Go. Sorry for spoiling. No, don't worry about it, guys. Don't worry about it. I just got really frustrated immediately when I went live because nothing was working, and then all of a sudden, the trailer was actually out. Please tell me that there's actually sound. There should be sound. Perfect timing. Let's watch the trailer together. I promise. I will be silent for the first minute and 41 seconds, and we can watch this together. Let's go.
Seconds to curtain. Places for Act 1, please. Places for Act 1. Break a leg, people. It's showtime.
Joko's declared war, and we have to meet him head on.
Guess we're really doing this. I'm equal parts exhilarated and terrified.
Enough waiting. Joko's bored. Let's pick up the pace.
Are we actually getting a new mount? Are we actually getting a new mount? Are you for real here? What is that, just gonna be a speeder? That is... my goodness. Look at that fractal though! Deep stone. Wait. This is Dwarven. Look at the Dwarven architecture. It's like the puzzle in this is fucking great. I can't wait for that. That is a great fucking idea. Right, let's actually, okay, we gotta go through this. Look at that. That is the that's the guys that are standing around in the hype, guys. What up? Look at that. Look at that warhorn. I might actually make a warhorn. What is this? Vertarak. What is that kind of name? Legendary warhorn. Wait. Hold up. It just folds out. So it's tiny. What are these? Like, it's the like dudes standing around. I know I've seen these before, but they're so reminiscent of like World of Warcraft that it's putting me off right now. Where I've seen it in game. And it's ghostly. These are liches. All liches coming out. It's the ghostly figures of the same lich. Is that? I mean, I guess it's gonna be Grenth themed-ish, because look at all those liches. Right, let's go from the very start. Guys, that is... Wait, let me actually... Because I took the liberty to really quickly download it, so we can watch it in like slow and stuff like that. Alright. I like how they introduce this. Like it's actually a really cool start, but it's kind of cheesy. I mean, it's supposed to be like that. It's Paolo Joko, right? Easy cheese. He acts as though it's it's a theater. My prediction here, like real quick, early on, is that basically this is going to be the big moment for Joko to unleash his whatnot. I thought this beforehand, like this is the point in the story arc where he has to release everything and it has to go into the world with all the plague and whatnot.
Places for Act 1, please. Places for Act 1.
Act 1. Alright, that's, I mean, the way he says it.
Break a leg, people. It's showtime.
It's showtime. And then it's supposedly, this is going to be him releasing the plague onto the land, which is going to be Korna. So we're looking at a Korna situation. Look at this area though. I feel like it's going to be extremely like an extremely open area basically. And that's why we get in the mount. What up? We're getting a mount. You never see his face. You never see his face. That is right. The environment though. The darkness of this area. I really, really like this. Like the giant Lupicus skull, the cliffs in the background. It just looks like a very tainted area. Wait, let's go. Same architecture as we've seen in much of the story already. You got the big statue in the background, the jackal portal in the back here. Looks kind of crazy though. I don't know, maybe I just caught a wrong frame there for a second. Let's actually, wait, hold up. Can I not? There we go. Speed. Zoom. I don't want to, I just want to, how do I, okay, apparently I am, never mind. It might be the area where Korna meets the Desolation. Let's talk about that in a second. Where exactly on the map we're probably going, because this is super interesting. Look at the grittiness of the actual architecture. They've just taken it to the next level. Because all of this, I can tell you, this is all new stuff. All new, actually, decorations, I was about to say, because they introduced the decorations in the guild hall, and it's very the usual things that we see in like Vabi area and whatnot is very identical. It's all identical, but this is all new in the background. What is that though? Sand shark? A corrupted sand shark?
Exhilarated and terrified.
Now what's with that blood trail? Can we get any more dark, guys? Can we get this game to get any more dark? All right, so we have a prison. I don't know what's gonna happen in the prison though. Are we gonna? It's either gonna be we're rescuing someone, or wait, the trailer dropped. The trailer indeed dropped.
And terrified.
Timmy's terrified. Underwater content, lads and ladies. We have underwater content. What is this though? It looks like a crystal of some sort. Crystals lining the bottom. What was the new weapon? The new weapon is a warhorn. I was speaking with a friend of mine the other day, and I was so sure, I was 100% sure that it was going to be warhorn. Got a fish. I don't know if the underwater area, I guarantee you, is not going to be super amazing and all-encompassing of anything. It's probably just going to be a little niche area, like we've seen most places, but it's probably going to be really deep. That's my prediction. I think they want to push something extra here. The wall, the bone wall. We've seen different variations of the bone wall, but we've never really seen the green flames in the same thing. Someone fill me in what's happening. We're watching the trailer that just dropped. What up? Underwater meta. It's happening.
Waiting. Joko's bored. Let's pick up the pace.
Legendary Warhorn. What up? Right. We easy here. Verdurak. This is definitely, and somebody pointed out this earlier, it's definitely going to be somewhat Grenth themed, or Lich themed at least. Look at that. You pull it out, it just becomes huge. But the draw effect is probably the most interesting thing, because it uses the same kind of animation, and they're probably just substituting the same models as the finisher. There's a finisher that basically lets an army charge over your stomped enemy, but they're replacing them with liches. Like you can see the outline of the lich here, and then it goes from being spiritual to actually taking form. And it's really cool. I might actually make this Warhorn, despite my best interest. That is. Is that new armor? No, this is the elementalist, one of the newest outfits. It's a gemstore outfit. I like the area though. It seems very open. It seems very open, and that is gonna make sense in a second. Domain of Corna. What up, guys? We're going to Corna. I love all these domains though. Now the verticality. This is interesting. I recognize this place. This place is already in the game, guys. This is the fractal. This is the fractal that we got last time. That's the same village. That's the same village that we the Twilight Oasis is the word. That's the Twilight Oasis. Years after the events of the Twilight Oasis. Imagine that. Seeing that in real life, that is great. That is great. And it's just been taken over by all sorts of things. We've got the Inquest, Asura technology, all that jazz going on in the background. We've got the Joko, whatever. He's just taken over this entire thing. This is absolutely amazing. Anyways, I went ahead of myself. I really like the verticality. I love verticality in maps. I want to see more of that, and I'm hoping to see something actually come of this instead of just a pretty picture upwards for a trailer. But yeah, that is that right there. That is the Twilight Oasis, guys. I played this map too much to not recognize it immediately. This scene, however, is quite interesting. Down here, my best guess would be, a flash of light. That would probably be my best guess. The alternative is that this is the new kind of node that we'll mine in this new map. This is the actual interesting thing, because this is going to be the new mount, guys. This is going to be the use of the new mount. You see that? It doesn't make sense because of the way that the trailer is structured. You wouldn't associate this image, the image here on the screen, with the mount later on, but the mount is that exact thing. The mount is going to be able to break down walls. How fucking cool is that? Look at that. That is exactly what's going to happen. If you've ever played any video game where you see a wall like that, that is exactly what's going to happen. We'll be able to break it down with the new Beetle. Right, wait, let's go back here a second. I do actually think that this is it could be an enemy as well, but it's probably just a flash of light. But like, look at that. You see the cracks in the wall, you see the beetle. Like, this is the indication that we're just gonna be able to pop that wall down. What kind of oddly shaped mount? It is an absolutely oddly shaped mount. We're getting to that in a second here. New fractal, deep stone. Like I said just before, this is dwarven architecture, guys. This is dwarven architecture. We're actually getting something dwarven lore in the fractals. How absolutely amazing is that? That is so cool. This is the same kind of dwarven architecture that we see in the Desert Highlands. I would love to see a puzzle-styled fractal. I've wanted to see a puzzle-styled fractal for so long, and this might actually be that, because as you know, in the Desert Highlands, we got that super amazing, super intricate, very cool, detailed puzzle that you only do once for the achievement, and then it's over, unfortunately. But it's a super cool one. Now the association between deep stone, because it's kind of reminiscent about what like the dwarves, they're all turned to stone, but this seems like it's after the fact, after they've actually been turned into one. Normal mode should be full of puzzles. CM should be very hard, but no puzzles. That's funny. But I guess the association here that they want us to draw is Deepstone is relating to this crystal structure of some sort. It's centered right. It's right in the center. This is probably going to be the main objective, in one way, shape, or form. I couldn't tell you what though. Look, we're seeing the puzzle here. We're seeing the puzzles. We got 3 buttons here. One player standing on either of them or one of them, which is going to probably guide the way. So here, okay, here's a loose interpretation of what I believe this might actually be. So depending on which buttons or however many buttons you're standing on, a certain pattern will probably take shape in the environment. And let's say to get all players through, you either have to stand in the right combination and have a mesmer on one side and then port to the other, or alternatively you gotta find out the completely right, like the perfect combination of like standing one player or 2 players standing on the right button and then allowing for people to do that. Looks like a triple blink portal puzzle to me. Yeah, that's the thing. That's what I immediately thought. The issue that we always have with a lot of the puzzles in Dungeons and Fractals and just the game in general is that there is an easy way of just going about it. We're talking blinks, portals, numerous different classes can just skip mechanics like that. What I want to see and the way that this could actually work is for those skills to be disabled, but I don't think that that's actually going to happen because a lot of the what's it called? The philosophy behind much of what is actually being put into the fractals is it mimics much of the what's it called? The actual usage. Wow, I'm going into 3 different sentences here. A lot of the philosophy. Let me start over. A lot of the philosophy behind the fractals is to actually use a lot of the different skills and class mechanics and whatnot. So I would be very surprised to see them actually disable something to make this challenging, but who knows. We do have a puzzle though, and it's definitely going to be based on these buttons. The question really is probably whether or not these will actually do something. Like, will they stun you or whatnot? Because these are probably insta-kill fields. I'll bet you. Maybe they'll disable them. Maybe they can add some pebbles in the way so Blink doesn't have pathing. Yeah, all they really need to do is like add a certain space in between the different platforms. That way you can't blink over them. You actually have to jump and walk. Now that'd be something. So at the very end we see the shadowy figure, which I think is another just flash of light. I'll be perfectly honest. Even though the first thing that came to mind was an Axtis from like the underworld. I don't believe that that's it. Would be fun though. But there's probably the button to deactivate all of this. So alright, let's actually go back because this is, yeah, okay. What we got here is not an Axis in any way. This is a wall. This is a wall. So you gotta complete the puzzle to actually proceed. I love the ice on the walls here. I love the lighting. I love the dark tone of this fractal. I have a feeling that this is going to be, whew, what a visual experience. Somebody pointed out just a second ago, wait, I think I lost sound there for a second. Somebody pointed out just a second ago that this looks like AC on steroids, and you're probably right here because here's the Spider Queen. One of the interesting things that I noticed, not necessarily just because of the Spider Queen, but also the ice on the walls and stuff like that. We've got the spider webs. We've got a lot of all of the deterioration of the environment going on. So I genuinely believe that this is after the fact. So we're going to like after the fact of the dwarves being turned into stone and just becoming what we know them as right now. So it's probably going to be just some left alone area, like ruins with puzzles left in them, just like we've experienced in the Desert Highlands. And I'm not against that in any way, shape, or form, but I would love for them to tie it into the story of the actual lore that we know from the dwarves, that they were turned into stone and stuck underneath, so to speak. So yeah, Mr. Madsen, exactly. You're mentioning destroyers. The immediate thought that I would have, or that came to mind for me, was there's going to be a destroyer in a second. There's going to be a destroyer in a second, and then a spider popped up. We would probably see more destroyers if it was after the fact. Alternatively, it might just be somewhere, some place left alone beforehand, like previously, and we're actually going to see dwarves without the stone effect on them. Who knows though? All new story content. Right, let's dig through this, because this is where it all gets weird. There's a scarab plague. Like I said from the very start, it seems like Joko is going to unleash the scarab plague, and this is exactly what's going to happen in this scene. Lord Farron seems to be long dead and gone here. I mean, if you're that close to the plague, Lord Farron, Mr. Dude, Mr. Underpants, you're gonna die, mate. You're gonna die. I'm sorry. But yeah, it looks like that. Let's get the frightened face here for a second. He's frightened. I mean, it might be that he just runs off and whatnot, but I genuinely wouldn't actually mind seeing him get bopped and killed in some way, shape, or form. That would be a good development to the story. Lord Farron is a cool character. I know he's like the joke character or whatnot, but it's actually like he's a good candidate to be killed, because he doesn't, like, in the story plot of things going on, he's not that detrimental as you would think. But he's a cool character. I wouldn't mind seeing him dead, but it would pain my heart. Anyways, this is a little bit more obscure. Basically, this looks like, are we back in Heart of Thorns? What's happening here? Vines are growing out. Are we gonna see the pale tree come to the rescue and block off everything with a magical vine wall? What is happening here actually? So like we basically just see a vine wall form out of nowhere. It could be I was thinking of whether or not it was dissolving, but it's definitely not dissolving. It's building itself. So I mean, it's anyone's guess really what this might be. It gave you huge Silver Waste vibes, exactly. Like I'm genuinely reminiscing back to the good old days, so to speak. Oh, Lavender, sorry, I'm gonna unban you here real quick. Unban, there we go. Permit. Wait, I'm gonna permit you as well, so you can post the link again. Sorry about that. Permit. Here you go. Unrecognized. I can't spell it. I can't spell permit. Pixie, can you do me a favor? Can you do me a favor and permit Lavender real quick? Thanks a bunch. What if it's Melandru coming back? Now, really, like, exactly, that's what I want to see. Mordramoth, you're putting forth a really good argument here. What if that's Melandru actually sticking her fingers into the plot? Now that would be something. That would be actual interesting plot development in my eyes. But it's definitely something viney. It could be the druids. I mean, it's far-fetched. We see Aurene. She's not growing any bigger, seemingly, but she's shooting something. We're in Amnoon Oasis here. This is not Corna. This is not a new. This is the starter map of POF. We see the buildings. We see the stuff in the side. I can point out exactly on the map where this is if we're inside. So to speak, or in the game. She's shooting. It's basically just a. But here we go. New mount, guys. It's the mount that we never expected. Here we go. That one. That's Beetle. See? Breaking walls. Running. Okay. So what I imagine is that this little guy is probably just going to be like a speed boost. It's either going to be a speed boost, like super fast over the dunes. It's probably going to have some kind of environmental effect now that I'm saying it aloud. It's probably going to be tied exactly to the dunes, like the sand. It's a rolling beetle. It's going to be super fast on sand, just like the skimmer is super fast on the water. I wouldn't mind that at all. It gives the different mounts lots of diversity and allows us to easily swap between the best in slot or not, like if that's your thing. And I really enjoy that. I like that. It's a weird way that they've done this though. Like look at this saddle. Let's call it that. You're sat in like the pod. It's basically a pod racer. Is this Star Wars? Exactly. This is basically a pod racer. You're just hovering over this beetle, basically tying yourself with like a gravitational pull to it, and just sitting in the saddle. And this is gonna be funky. I can tell you that. But look at that. Like it looks so quick. Here it's quite slow, but then here it just fucking speeds ahead. Like boom. Phew. I'm pretty sure that it's going to be fast as fuck, boy. Look at that. It's cute. It is cute. It's kind of nasty, but it is cute. Look at that face. You can't say no to that. I never said hi, so hi, Cartman. We're looking at the open plains. I don't really like how. I mean, I'm probably going to absolutely love it once we're in the map, but I don't really like how the entire background is blurred out by like black skies and whatnot. It gives the trailer a really a black and white feel, or a very desaturized feel is what I'm getting at here. But once we're actually in the game, it's probably going to have a super cool effect. It's probably the longer you roll in a straight line, the more speed you build up. That's actually a pretty good idea, Mojomuth. Nasty cute. Exactly, right? Look at that. Look at that. I will bet you right now that on patch day, we're also going to see a 2000 gem skin immediately for that little guy. Now that's going to be something. Amen. I really was not expecting a beetle, but I mean, environmental effects like breaking down walls it's something that I hadn't actually thought about, but yes, exactly, we are definitely missing that in this game. Environmental integrations in the same form. Like, we don't really have that. We don't have a way to interact with it in that kind of style. Was Beetle raising Cantha stuff? It's Cantha. If I remember right. Armadillo skin. This is just, we're going to Cantha, guys. The Beatles are prophesizing it. Look at that speeder though. But look at that, look at, like, genuinely, look at the speed. Look at the speed, it just takes off. Boom. I guarantee you it's going to be quick. And it's apparently going to be easy to, or jumpable. Is that character doing a pose? No, okay, just hanging on. Like, hanging on one arm, just hanging on. Woo! Now that's an interesting, that's a pretty funny animation. It looked like she was just like doing a peace sign post or whatnot. Like, hey, what up? I'm cool. But look at that. It looks just super desaturized. This entire screen is gray. All of it, different shades of gray. Is the beetle going to be like the griffin and we're going to have to pay a lot to get it and do collections? I genuinely hope. But is it? No. It's definitely not going to be that. I don't believe so in any way, shape, or form. 50 Shades of Grey? I know, right? This is 50 Shades of Grey and a beetle. That's a weird fourth movie. Wonder how Charles will look on it. Yeah, Charles. I mean, it's gonna be weird. The way that they're going about it, because I don't think that the beetle necessarily will scale that hard to like character size like a lot of the other races make it do, so to speak. Instead, we get this one that's probably going to scale heavily with the character size, like the speeder that you're sitting with. 50 Shades of. This will be like a Draconismons mastery for sure. The thing is, like, here's my issue, right? Because I want this beetle to have the love and attention that the other mounts do. But the issue that we are in right now is that we have a dedicated living story mastery track. And that's going to be one single mastery to get. And if that one single mastery is going to unlock this beetle and the ability to break down walls and the ability to do whatever, it means this mount is not going to get the same love and attention as all the other mounts. And I find that to be a big shame. So what I hope, like I genuinely hope that one of two things will happen. Either it gets a completely new mastery track, and obviously either that is the only mastery that's introduced, or we get another one to go with the living story flow, so that this beetle is basically just like separate from the entire living story thing, whatever. The integrations of it into the map is an obvious thing that will happen, but it will be, I want it to be aside from it. I want it to be just excluded, so to speak, and put on its own pedestal. And I would love to I would love for it to be like the Griffin. I really would. I genuinely loved going about the Griffin collections and all of that. It was great. Living World Season 4 was supposed to be 8 to 9 episodes long. No way this mastery would be on a one track. Exactly. Like, I don't really have the confidence in saying that will happen, but that's exactly what I want to happen. Because I feel like all of its skills and all of that, like, progression that we had through all the other mounts is immediately going to be devalued or put in another perspective, so to speak, in a lesser perspective. If there's just one mastery and then you unlock everything that this beetle can do, it makes it seem like this super amazing mount that came out of nowhere. And I'm not a big fan. And I like the way that he finishes. Hey, here we go, actually. Whoop. You see that? Right at the bottom. It looks... I mean, I'll be perfectly honest. I'll be the first one to say it. But that looks like a really weird texture. But that's the new node. Right there at the bottom. That's the new node that we're going to be digging in the new map. So, another crystal. There's crystals everywhere. It's an easy cop out or whatever we'll call it, but looks like a transformer. It looks like a transformer. The texture. Change your title. Yeah, it's not waiting room. It is trailer. I'll change it in a second here. But that's the new node. So we got the big wall, something, trees, nothing, and a scene. Long live the Lich. June 26th, guys. It's in exactly 7 days. 7 days. It's happening. I want an armadillo or a Sonic skin for the beetle. Right. Let's watch this again real quick. Let me point out one thing. I want to show it to everyone here who basically came in a little bit late. But I want to point out something, and then I'm changing the stream title real quick. These crystals. I was pointing these out earlier. They're probably going to be reminiscent or tied in some way, shape, or form, maybe story-wise, to the crystals that we see like right here at the end. That's the crystal. Right, let me change the title real quick here. Oh, that's running in the background. Trailer room. I'm just gonna take that out. Boom. That's fine. And here we go. Right, let's watch this again. I really want to watch this again. I'll be don't worry.
Seconds to curtain. Places for Act 1, please. Places for Act 1. Break a leg, people. It's showtime.
Joko's declared war. And we have to meet him head on.
Guess we're really doing this. I'm equal parts exhilarated and terrified.
Enough waiting. Joko's bored. Let's pick up the pace.
is a good trailer. It is a good trailer. The size of that Warhorn is great, man. I mean, they kind of have to get it to stand out in some way, shape, or form because Warhorns generally don't. I see a lot of people talking about the new raids. We've never seen a raid announcement in a trailer, so it's not confirmed. We don't know, is the answer. New raids not announced, so we don't know. I would say last time the way they did it was that they included the raid trailer on or the raid teaser like 2 days after. Like they did a teaser the day after, and then the raid trailer came on Thursday. Then, if I remember correctly, I wouldn't be surprised if we actually saw something like that. Update your link because Path of Fire is 50% off. What up? Thanks, Pixie. Thank you. All right, I'll do that in a second when we swap over to the actual game. The domain of Corna. I really want to wait. There was something here. I don't know, I wish I could see the background here better. I can't really. Anyways, it's a good trailer. Cool trailer. New Fractal, new mount, new Warhorn. All the good things. All we're missing is the raid. And we're good. Where's the Fractal? There we go. Deep Stone. See, we actually see, I didn't even realize that. We actually see the pattern change. It moves down. We're talking Tetris here, guys. How did I not see this? This is Tetris. This is not a this is you gotta kill a whole row to be able to move up. This is Tetris. Everything's gonna move down. Look at that. It all moves in. All right. So look at how it looks right there for a second, and then just a millisecond later, it all swaps down. Dook. This is Tetris. It's gonna be Mesmer skip. It's gonna be Tetris, man. What up? But here's the thing. What if genuinely you have to solve the puzzle and not just get to the end? That's the thing. We're all assuming that this thing at the end is like, at least I am, and I assume that the people saying that it's a two shadow step thing, that we just gotta interact with the button and then it's over. What if we actually gotta solve the puzzle for this to open? Then it's not a shadow step anymore. This is Tetris. What up? No puzzle in fractals. I would love puzzles in fractals. I've wanted a puzzle fractal for so long. It's the last thing or it's one of the last things at least that it's missing. I love the beat drop or the music drop, like. Anyways, trailer hype. And before all the GW2 elites are Tetris pros in the future. That would be funny. But with pugs, yeah, that's kind of that's always going to be the issue, right? My God, guys, 26th. I can't wait. I cannot wait. Right. Let's swap over for a second here. Oh wait, no, I'm doing this wrong. Hey, swap. And we're back in the game. I wanna, wait, let's look at Corna real quick. Praise for sunken chest fix, yeah, me too. My goodness gracious, guys. Corna, right, here we go, Corna. We're looking at an area down here. Now the real question is, are we going to be closer to Kralkatorix area? Or are we talking this area? Like, we're bordering on the sulfurous waste, and that's because of the reason why I'm saying that or thinking that is, wait, let me swap here real quick. It's because of all the black backgrounds that we see in the trailer, all of that fuzz, all of that grayness that we were talking about. My guess is that it's going to be somewhere around this area. The alternative would be over here, but it seems a little bit weird. Like, we are talking Corna. I really want to see, though. I really want to see the Moon Fortress. I really want to see the Moon Fortress. I'd say directly under Vabby. Yeah, right here. I always have a hard time thinking or speculating that the maps just basically are right next to each other. Ever since they started just popping them in random locations or like all over all over the place. I feel like the devs even feel like they can drop it down anywhere. They could drop it down right down here. That would be so weird though. Like, why would they do that? It's definitely like I'm saying somewhere in this area. Like obviously it's Corna, obviously. I'm saying right here-ish. We need some kind of no brands were shown. Not a single branded any crystal whatsoever. So it's hard for me to like put it all the way up to Kralkatorrik. But this entire area is somewhat branded at least. There was one scene, that one scene with Aurene. It takes place like right here-ish. I think she's standing like right here. And Farron was standing right here in the city of Emnoon. New mount means new mastery level. I genuinely, I feel like the Crystal Champion mastery track is like one of the weirdest ones. Because we went from super cool mounts to non-essential things. I genuinely think that we would be better off. We would be way better off getting a fully new track that's just called the Roller Beetle Mastery Track. Or Roller Beetle Mount. And then we go through that. So get your mastery points, guys. In case that actually happens, then we're looking at, what is that, 3, 7, 12 mastery points-ish. 2, 5, 9, okay, 15. Something like that. 14. Somewhere between 10 and 15 mastery points is my guess. And I'm genuinely hoping for a full mastery track. Now that would be so cool. That would be so cool. But also I wouldn't be surprised to see it just be one track with like a 5 cost. But it's gonna be so weird though. It's gonna be so weird. Like imagine, alright, genuinely, if it's just one track, how in the world are they going to just let us have them out? Because there's try-hard idiots like myself who have all the available XP. I have it on another character. I have it in chests. I just open it, it's unlocked. It's done. I don't even play the patch for 30 seconds. I have the mastery. I've already grinded that out. Can I just get the beetle out of nowhere? I don't have to go and actually tame it or buy it or talk to it or interact with anyone. It's just gonna appear. I'm genuinely predicting its own track. I genuinely believe that we're gonna have a completely separate mount track. Because this one is not gonna make sense. You'd assume the mount is given in the story. Yes, but then they would have to lock one track off. Or one step off just from doing the story. And we've never actually seen that either. The only thing that they've ever locked off from the story is like these things. Like individual things. But once they're unlocked, or individual tracks, once they're unlocked, you can just go through them. Just burn through them. That's for all of them. So they would have to have a completely new system to stall the track in its place. My prediction is we're going to see 5 masteries, guys. 1 base for the Crystal Champion and 1 full mount. Just a prediction. That's my bet. What if you skip this episode? Exactly, Naxo. Exactly. I'd say unlock the rat. Wait. Means I'm going to need to set a 6th mount hot. Yeah, that actually is going to suck ass for me. Because I've got 5 buttons here on the side. I've got the G910 Logitech. And there's like 5 G buttons. And I would need a 6th for that mount. I would literally have to, I'll need to figure out a new system for a 6th mount. That, or I'll just never use the Raptor again. Or the Skimmer. No, I can't do any of them. Wait, who was that? Magnet, thanks for the follow. By the way, I saw a few follows when I had the other thing going off. Thank you guys for the follow here real quick. Super appreciated. Super appreciated. Anyways, yeah, Corna, Roller Beetle, and Warhorn. And my phone's ringing. I'm not picking that up. Wouldn't have enough buttons anyways. Modifier keys, I have control plus side buttons for mounts. Yeah, it's probably gonna be some kind of command I'll have to set up. Those suckers abandoned the Logitech G600. Oof. I don't know. I'm super excited. I'm super excited. I'm predicting here. Ish. Maybe it's not gonna be in the sulfurous waste. It's not at all. It's gonna be crystals. It's gonna be stuff in here. I think it's, but I don't. Maybe I just don't really remember. Maybe I should just pull up that shaman's historical map, because I don't really remember any cool sites down here. Does any of you guys? Wait, look, that shaman, genuinely, that shaman's historical map. Let's try that real quick, because I think I remember something being in this clump. But the only thing really that of note in that particular area, I'm stumped. Like, let's find this real quick. Gandera is all the way down. Yeah, exactly. The Moon Fortress is all the way down here. I would love to see that though. There was a leak at one point, which turned out to be a fake leak, actually. Which basically had a map of, or a semi-drawn map of the Moon Fortress, which got me super excited for it. Okay, so we've got, throughout this river, basically what we've got is the Fortress of Jahai. Okay, can we talk about the fact that this is definitely gonna happen? Actually, now. Yeah, this is totally gonna happen. And I will, let me actually, just for a second, just for the fun of it, let me actually point it out again on the trailer, because I think I believe that it's actually shown. I believe it's actually shown. Right. Wrong. Wait. Oh, I closed it. That's why. Here we go. I believe it's shown. Right there.
We're really doing this.
I believe that's the Fortress of Jahai. Yeah. All right. Well, that's something. All right. Close that again. Boom. Back to the map. Can we? There we go. So that would be right there, right in that little dot. Damn, I'm fast. I am fast. Fast as fuck. Wait. Let me get the map up real quick. Because then, okay, if we have the Fortress of Jahai here, then this is the Yatandi Canyons. It's not really a river. It would go well with what we saw with all the walls and stuff. These are all canyons running down. The Chantry of Secrets is right here. Let's actually because we might as well just let me swap this again. There's no reason for here we go. Right, so what we got, wait, let me actually swap this over so I can read your guys' chat as well. The canyons here, we've got the Chancery of Secrets, the Goddess of Truth. Guys. The terrace. I mean, the monument to the defeat of Palawa Joko. Now, isn't that something? Because that seems like something he would definitely just go out of his way to actually try to destroy. Yoko, that is. But then all the way down here, this is like Gandera the Moon Fortress. That's where I wanna go. But like they've got a lot of space here. I mean, gumdrops here apparently. They've got a lot of space here with stuff to work for, or work with. Sorry. Because it's just open plains. There's not really a whole lot. We've got like a whole lot in the center here. So if they actually put it right in this area, as I predict, they've got a lot of like freedom of creative freedom. That is what I'm trying to say here. Dash Inlet. Yeah. If we're going to Corna, because the alternative genuinely is down at the Gandera, the Moon Fortress, but I don't believe that that's it. I genuinely don't believe that that's it. Inluki, welcome to the chat. Hey. I believe it is going to be this area. This area in particular. It might be off to the side, who knows? Like in a completely random area of the world, but I genuinely believe that it's going to be here. I genuinely believe that we saw the Fortress of Jahia in the trailer. So there's that. Right. Schwab in the back. There we go. Schwab. I am hella excited. Speaking of the dwarves, because we talked about the dwarves, and I'm super excited. This area where we see the dwarf ruins and the puzzle and everything in Path of Fire is my absolute favorite area in the entire expansion. I missed the start of the stream. Has he talked about the Deepstone could be historical? Yes, I've talked about the Deepstone. This is exactly where I'm going right now. We saw with the Deepstone, the fractal, the teaser that we saw this exact architecture. All of this exact architecture. You see these runes? All in the trailer. It's all on the walls in the trailer. We're going into dwarven architecture. We're going to have the same with these buttons. We're going to have something absolutely amazing in our hands here. Visually, at least. I don't know how the fractal actually plays, so there's that. Here's the... Wait, I forget how to actually get in. Boop, there we go. Here's the start of the puzzle. You go in, but you pick the... what's it called? You get, like, the key with you. But look at this. Like, this is so unique environment. We've got ice floor to look through. This entire puzzle is just like, what up? It's so cool, like intricately detailed. It's not that it's a hard puzzle or anything. It's just a cool looking one. I feel like I just... Alright, let's kill these. So I can get out. Hey, and right, we're safe. PowerPoint. Did it go PowerPoint again? Please tell me it's not PowerPoint again. Oh my god, I hate this. Please tell me it's not PowerPoint. Is it PowerPoint still? I hope not. I hope not. Right. Let's not die here while we're trying to solve a PowerPoint. Or stream a PowerPoint. Anyways, I'm super excited to go back into the dwarves. Like, it's probably, even without realizing it, it's probably been really high on my list of stories that I would love to see told, especially through a fractal. Stories of the dwarves, stories of this stuff, because it is so... There's so much mystery surrounding the dwarves. Now it's okay? Alright, perfect. There's so much mystery about the dwarves, and there was so much intricacy and detail put into these ruins, and I absolutely just loved it when it came out. But then it never really went much deeper into the actual like story of what happened or what this was or whatnot. It's just that this has been taken over by destroyers and a djinn and stuff like that. But this is like, I think it was actually the dev who created this put out, I forget her name, and I'm sorry, but put out a Twitter post like right after Path of Fire came out, where she like outlined the maps that she had done, and this area was called like what was it? It was something with akin to the ruins of Moria, or like ruins of the dwarves or something. Like the what's it called? Lord of the Rings dwarf fortress. That's been the inspiration for this area. And I really like it's fucking great. It's fucking great. I'd love to see more of that. And we're gonna see more of it, apparently. Deepstone, what up? We're going into these ruins. Please let it be that. While looking at Corona with the Sora technology gives me disappointment. It does not give me disappointment. It gives me perfect joy, because you know what? Sardans, as I pointed out earlier. Yeah, Minas Tirith. No. As I pointed out earlier, that map, the Cornan map. Let me point this out real quick again for anyone who missed it. Let me show you. Oh, fuck me. I closed it. Obviously, I closed it. I keep closing it for some reason. Let me open this again. The tension here. Give me a second. Tension is building, guys. Sarmath, thanks for the follow, man. Super appreciate it. Welcome to the stream. Here we go. And movie time. There it is. And Schwab. Oh, wrong movie time. There we go. Boom. The area that we see in Corona was all the way back here, wasn't it? Doesn't have the same effect when when I don't know where it is. Come on. Was it later? It is anytime now. It's after this, isn't it? Yeah, it is here. Oh. Right there. Here. This, apropos fractals, this is the Twilight Oasis. This is after everything that we see happen in the Twilight Oasis. I guarantee you, I can almost guarantee you, I can recognize this area, this courtyard looks too reminiscent of the Twilight Oasis to not be the Twilight Oasis. But this is after it's taken over by the Inquest, and many years after it's been taken over by Joko. That's why the Asuran technology in Corona is so cool to me. Right. All that for that. Live. Here we go. And close that. Alright. Back in the game. Poggers. It's the same as before hot. It's $30 anyways, but it's $25 for both. That is pretty crazy, actually. POF and hot, really 50% off. I need to update my link here real quick. Is that on Twitter or something? Did they put a link out there, or what's happening here? Did I miss something? Because I seem to have missed it entirely. If anyone can throw me a link, that would be sweet, because then I won't have to go looking for it real quick, and I can actually be present, I guess. Somebody got bopped here. Scrya, sorry about that. Unbanning you, Scrya. My bad. Thank you so much for linking it. Unban. There we go. Right. I'm just gonna update the bot here real quick to actually include too fast for you. Easy. To actually really quickly include the fact that it is 50% off. I'm actually gonna update the. We're actually gonna play the game in a second here, guys. But let me sort this stuff out real quick. A high positive mental attitude. It's happening. There we go. It's in the stream title as well. I hope it should be. And and the timer. Here we go. Welcome to GW2. Here we go. It is. There we go. Currently 50% off. There we go. Let's get all the new players in. Let's get all the new players in. There we go. Nightbot's updated. Tom, am I an ArenaNet partner? Yes, I am. But I have not been told about this. This sale. I didn't know about the trailer either. They tend to not give us details like that. We're basically left in the dark like the rest of the community. So there's that. Can't check the price. I have friends who own Path of Fire. I might actually get another account just for that. If it's that much off, that's like, holy shit. That Warhorn looks sick. It does. I might actually, like, I've considered making the legendary Warhorn that we currently have. I don't even, what is it called? What's it called again? What's the one that we have called? Like, genuinely, I don't remember. It's the wolf. There we go. Howler. I mean, Howler is, it's pretty and all, but it's a wolf and a snake and that's about it. I don't know. I've never, I don't use Warhorn. That's kind of the thing. So I've never actually been super hyped about it. But that new one looks, whew, looks big and looks pretty cool. You get 6 new accounts just for under $100. I mean, do it. Use my link, by the way. Link down below, guys. If you're buying an alt account, be sure to use my link. It helps out the stream. I would really appreciate it. But I'm gonna stop shilling here. In a game where everyone is fucking lighthouse of obnoxious effects, it doesn't stand out. I mean, as a Warhorn, it kind of does because it's huge. I think one of the issues with a lot of Warhorns that I have is that you pull it out and then you never notice it again. Unless it is glowing or doing something strange. I don't know. Right, I haven't actually played the game today because I literally just got home and I did not plan for the trailer to come out this early, if even.